This is why you should always lock your front doors. A kid living with both of his parents decided to watch a movie for their family weekly movie night. He then gets up to use the restroom. As he is in the restroom, he sees all of the power in the house cuts off, and then he hears 2 loud thumps. He locks the bathroom door and hears heavy objects being dragged across the hallway. The kid, freaking out, runs out of the bathroom and runs into the restroom. Once he is inside the room, he locks the door. As he locks the door, he jumps in bed and acts like he's asleep and hopes that this person who is in the house will ignore a child sleeping. He closes his eyes and hears the door creak at the same time. He squints his eyes and sees a man with no eyes dragging the bodies of both of his parents. The man dragging his parents sits his mom's dead body in a chair facing him, and then sets the dad's body on the floor facing up. It was almost like whoever was in the house who killed them wanted him to see it. He then sees the man writing something on the wall and then climbs under his bed. He laid there for hours knowing that if he moved a muscle he would end up just like his parents. He finally built up enough courage to read the wall, and the writing on the wall said, "I know you're awake."
She must have been out of her head.
Creepers, creepers, where'd you get those creepers? Oh, those weepers, how they hypnotize. Yeah, where'd you get those eyes?
Disturbing things caught by drones. In this 2015 drone footage, several officials in hazmat suits are on the bank of a river in Poland, performing some unknown functions. Suddenly, 4 of them appear to be lifting something pretty heavy from the ground. As they move towards the paramedics with their mysterious finding, a huge fishtail can be seen poking out from behind, suggesting a monstrous sea creature. The hazmat people then return to the water's edge before climbing back up the hill and helping push the stretcher away, out of view. Disturbing rituals caught on camera. In August 2016, a video showing a supposedly occult ritual became popular over the internet. The video was recorded inside the grounds of CERN, a European physics research organization, and shows several people dressed in black cloaks surrounding a statue of the Hindu deity Shiva, apparently performing a mysterious evocation. Fortunately, the ritual video resulted in a hoax, with a CERN spokesperson stating that no one was actually harmed and that the mock ritual was performed without any official permission.
Creepy videos caught on camera.
It was just a
Woman nearly meets God without even realizing it.
I don't think y'all understand just how lucky this woman is. Now you definitely know that's a blue ring octopus. I'm sure you know it's one of the most venomous things on the planet. And you might even know that one bite from it is toxic enough to put 26 men on milk cartons. There's a special thing about them that somehow makes them even worse. Because it's so small, if this octopus bites you, there's a good chance you're not gonna feel it. It's like a pinprick, and it's why most people don't even realize the countdown's already started. Because you don't feel it, but when this homicidal golf ball bites you, it injects you with a neurotoxin about 10,000 times more powerful than cyanide. And once that venom's in your body, it can shut down muscles, causing difficulty breathing and eventually paralysis. Meaning you would just suffocate to death. Which is why this octopus can kill you in as little as 30 minutes. Which is bad enough, but if you don't know you've been bitten, you can end up getting flatlined out of nowhere if you don't seek medical attention. And if the paralysis hits you while you're swimming, use your imagination. Basically, you can hold this octopus for 3 seconds and be a was in half an hour. Which means this woman Eurostep dying in one of the worst ways possible. Anything that tries that hard to be seen is probably more toxic than future. That goes for animals and people.
We were playing in the park when we heard this scream out of nowhere.
You guys didn't remember the story of Jim Carrey? He literally was talking about the Illuminati and how about everything's controlled. When you watch it on TV, they added laugh tracks in there. And what happened after that, a couple months later, his girlfriend died. That was like the Illuminati's way of punishing him.
For years now, talk show hosts, people on television, people in sitcoms have been hired by the government to throw you off the track, to distract you, to make you laugh and stuff like that, make you happy and docile so you don't know what's really going on. You know, and they get out there in the woods in a circle naked and they decide these things and, you know, and you know, look at him trying to come it out. It's hilarious.
This story tells of a mother who always donates her blood through a machine.
Years passed, now the child has grown up, and the mother is old. One day, the old mother gave a box to her son. He left a message that the box would tell the true story of her sacrifice over the years. The son then received the box his mother gave him. Now the mother died peacefully in her bed. His mother was buried, and he could only look down sadly, because now he was living alone. When he opened the gift box his mother gave him, he was surprised to find several photos showing a child born with 2 heads. It turned out that the boy in the photo was him. His gaze fell on his mother's blood donation machine. With a trembling body, he tried to find out the secret inside the machine. And sure enough, there is his twin sister in it, who has been living by drinking their mother's blood for years. Now, the man continues his mother's struggle by giving blood to his twin sisters every day.
Hello. She wants to come in.
She's a stronger person than me, because my soul would have filed for divorce the moment this thing pulled up on my address. This goat has a plan, and it is not a good one. From the look of those soul-sapped eyes, closing the door might slow it down, but it won't stop it. Anyway, this is a La Mancha goat. They look like they don't have ears, but they do. It's just that the outer part is basically non-existent. Also, it looks possessed because they have rectangles for pupils. But to be fair, having this helps them watch out for predators even while eating. And speaking of eating, even though they look like the spawn of Satan's barnyard, they're perfectly harmless because they mostly eat shrubs, herbs, and small trees. Except this guy, he eats souls and he finna go grocery shopping. Bro posted up like a Jehovah's Witness, but instead of speaking of the Lord, he looks like he'd rather just take you to him. Those are the eyes of a goat that is not afraid of hell.
Scary facts that will give you chills. Most serial killers are born in November than any other month. There is a 50% chance someone is stalking you when you're going for a walk. After Albert Einstein died, his brain was stolen.
Daisy, Daisy, give me your answer. I'm crazy.
Facts that will definitely make your skin crawl, part 2. There is more of a chance of you finding a dead body underneath your bed than actually finding it in the garbage. If you ever plug your nose during a sneeze, you can actually rupture a blood vessel in your neck or your brain and it'll cause you to bleed to death. The electric chair was actually invented by a dentist. If a black cat looks at you and runs, it usually means something is about to happen to you, usually being pretty bad.
Sounds in the ocean ever recorded.
The creepiest video to be posted on TikTok, Part 1.